popped correctly, right? So again, Yasu, real quick, looking at the lineups here, how's it looking? Right now, lineup rating is favoring actually CSUN, but what do you think about that?
I would actually disagree with the numbers because I would go and lean towards Team ONIC because having the Valentina for Sands, he can use the final slash, the hard guard, not just that, even the Franco ult. So yeah, I think I would totally disagree with the numbers.
Well, we're going to find out what the numbers spell for us here as we load up into the land of Dawn. Game number 2 here between CSUN and ONIC. And it's match point right now for ONIC. So can CSUN actually take us to another Game 3 for this day number 5 of the group stages? And once again, Kyrie being on this Nolan, they're going to have to handle that and see what momentum they can build early on.
It's going to be Kyrie on the orange side of their map up against MP the King, making sure that his purple buff is taken away. This is going to be interesting, right? Because again, a lot of this is going to boil down to whether or not that level 4 is going to be activated as soon as possible, right? Any small advantages in the lane can be abused with how quickly Kyrie is able to kind of run around the map.
Looking here at Team CSUN and also like having in mind the numbers that we have seen saying that CSUN have a better draft, I would actually agree on one specific point. When that crossbow of Tang is activated by Kosei, MP the King can just collect bodies. And this is the only thing I would agree with the numbers with. But so far, I think that ONIC totally nailed that draft.
This is interesting too, right? You got double focusing mark, right? Both of these, whether it's boxy, whether it's raw, you want to be able to provide that extra little bit amount of damage so you can actually capitalize on these kills, right? If they're able to pull that off. Having 2 of those alone could help them build the momentum they need. But really, once we get to the level 4s, that always comes down to, you know, the roamers deciding, okay, do we actually initiate? Are we going to be peeling? And I think that's why it's also so important when we saw, hold on, right here already.
Yep, he gets hit by the Iron Hook. It's not going to result in a kill just yet. Keep in mind, CW has Flicker and not Purify this time round. So it's going to be very important for him to maintain a healthy state in the lane.
Yeah. Looking at the top lane, we are not used to see babysitting, I would say, to the gold lane when it comes to that Franco only. We just... or like at least we are used to see it with the healers, but right here we can see that Boots is having hard time in the bot lane.
He's getting 2v1 so far, but as a Terizla, it looks like he's okay. Level 3 to level 4, as MP the King is going to start walking up his hard guard. Has been committed. Kyrie able to secure the first turtle of this game. They start backing off.
So even with that hard guard, right, they're still going to go ahead and contest those. CSUN, if they can, you know, continue to do that as the game goes on. The good thing is no one died, but if they can actually utilize that, pull it off, and then get a kill on top of it, that would help them here, given the situation. But even if you look at how that went, ONIC was kind of calm and collected on how they handled that. And even with this, right, Boots going to miss that penalty zone. The thumbs up there from Felix. So really, it's up to these teams. But I want to point something out that we saw even from the previous game. When there's not a lot of kills happening here, one thing that ONIC does really well is building a gold lead without getting the early kills, right? They play the map very well on how they handled it. So CSUN, they got to keep an eye on this.
Instantly getting punished. Face check, instantly dead. The Menace Rage has done enough in allowing for Kyrie to find multiple kills here on top of the fact that Sans has stolen the Decimate to chain 2 together. Good response.
Sniper.
CW tries. Sans flickers forced to get the double kill. Ensured. That's going to be a 3-for-1 trade.
Wow, a swift play here. You're speaking of like everything's being calm. Everything's being calm around the map. But Team ONIC are just there for blood. They are just there for chaos. On the top lane side, they managed with a flicker and a bloody hunt to take Kaja out. And not just that, they continued by having almost, it was 3 kills on the top side. CW after taking that gold of the turret. Oh my god.
Flickers and then into the Divine Judgment. Hardguard to try and make it happen, but no, Kyrie has too much damage. And without CW in the back, gets a double, no problem. What an dude, that was almost a nasty play with Sans stealing the Hardguard. Very creative, good reaction time, but they trade support for mid laner.
And this is the scary thing I was talking about, right? Just in a few minutes, the gold lead now 2.5k ahead, and you know, going back to history here, ONIC is going to play around this really well. So now CSUN being down this a little bit, they're going to be a little more passive in how they approach some of these. But with the lineup alone, when you look at Angela, when you look at the Franco, you're kind of kind of playing off the fact that, all right, we got to land these iron hooks, man.
Yeah.
Right? He goes in with the final slash, trying to, make some miracle happen. Not going to happen here. But still, you're finding yourself wondering for Seosoon, how do we do this? How do we turn some of these around? I actually like the initiation from Boxy earlier, trying to go in with a flicker, get the bloody hunt off, but unfortunately, ONIC was there on time, and that's something that's kind of hard to counterplay, right? Obviously, ONIC they've been through this, they know how to respond to some of these rotations here, and also the lineup that Seosoon has on how to counter it. So really, you're wondering, Seosoon, where's our damage, right? It has to be on Kosei, but he's actually struggling right now, even looking at the gold breakdown between the two gold laners.
Yeah, I would say that, that was a really good hook, but are they committing to it?
Yes, they're looking for the Bandit's Rage as well. Boxy goes down straight away with a stolen Decimate coming in from Sans. They gotta be so very careful here. Unfortunately for Boxy the King, he wasn't even able to get his ult off at all. Sans, he's gotta show that disrespect, right? He's gotta keep Seosoon in their place.
Yeah, Sans just doing his thing there. Oh!
Oh, the damage it was almost there, but the left tap's keeping them alive. Now the top side is going to get pushed. MP the King, he wants his Heart Guard being activated. Keyboy preemptively flickering. Oh my god, Felix flickering forward to make it happen with the final slash, but the counter engage coming in from Boots to turn this around. They don't find anybody. Felix giving up his life, even though it was such a good time for a play.
Oh my
How did
god.
Keyboy not die?
Oh, they're still going!
Kyrie just gonna find the kill all towards Raw side. Boxy the King's running, but Kusei,
Kyrie.
he's got it. Crossbow 10 activated. Bloody Hunt being dropped, but it's too late. Can't be done. Nothing can be done here any longer. I mean, Sans is trying his absolute best, and even for Boxy the King, he's gotta be in the right position, right place at the right time. But ONIC, they're not giving them any space.
The Sky Kings being banished from the sky because they managed to activate this crossbow of Tang, but before that, Team ONIC, this is when experience speaks. They can scale that gold, they can also go for really good trades, and even though there was a flicker final slash from Soraya and Felix, Team ONIC are the ones who won the team fight.
Yep, and they also take the turtle with no issues whatsoever, right? They are reading See You Soon. For some reason, they've got insane game sets.
Oh, there it is.
Iron Hook into Bloody Hunt straight away. Good guy Boots is going to have to take it. Whoa, penalty zone. The crossbow tank is out. This is actually a lot of ultimates committed on one guy as ONIC is looking for an opportunity. Keyboy getting locked. No, Iron Hook lands onto Sans. He forced the flicker on out of there. Heart Guard as well being expanded. Keyboy, despite having the Divine Judgment, it just was not enough with the amount of peel coming in from See You Soon. And now this is where it gets awkward too, as both sides having Keyboy ends up getting knocked up by MP, the King's Mortal Coils, and Kyrie can't get out of the fight. Decimate, and now the vengeance from the side of Soraya and Felix to pick up the kill. Two underneath the turret. Just a fishing bowl here underneath the turret. A barrel indeed. CW finally makes it out as Boots able to deal with this. He should be able to get this way, but it's too risky to stay under the tower any longer. They give up T1 down bot side.
There's See You Soon, right? They got some fight back in them, and that's what we need to see here for game 2. They've whittled the gold lead a little bit more. If they can continue to do that, fight ONIC in these moments, and a lot. Again, going back to it, they need to land these iron hooks, turn the tides, get some of these initiations themselves, and so maybe they're feeling a little more confident now after that exchange in the bottom lane.
Well, I love how Keyboy left Boots as a sacrificial lamb there, to be honest. Because when he saw that the crossbow thing was inevitable, that Kosei would trigger it, he just left them and he went with the concealed play to go inside. Oh, what a nice hook.
Great game sense coming out from Boxy the King, because once again they lock down a Boots. He's going to be able to flicker on out of there, but do they initiate on this penalty zone into 4? And once the crossbow tank's activated, Keyboy once again ditches him once more. Big ultimate's down, Lord coming up in 2.
Okay, the fact that Boots is not here for this Lord now, See You Soon can actually start this up. They just have to win the retry battle if they actually commit to it. Kyrie also going to be making his way, but right now, See You Soon doesn't want to risk it. They might just continue to farm up a little bit more. It isn't a huge, massive gold gap anymore with it, but still, Boots is now back up. They decide to go ahead and pull up the Lord.
Well, speaking of positioning here, I think that Boots can flip everything around with a counter engage coming from the penalty zone. He can, and he will actually, I believe, take Boxy the King and I would think that they will bait Boxy the King to hook one of their own and then counter-engage with Boots.
Well, here we go. Final Slash is already out. It's exciting. And Kyrie still gets it. Penetrates into Divine Judgment, but once again finding the kill onto MP, the King, and Kusei runs, but CW says no more. Bennett's Rage, and now Nibiru's Passion. The man is just an empath as they start walking underneath their turrets. Tier 2s under threat with the Lord walking behind their backs.
Oh my god, Kyrie, what a perfect position, what a perfect timing. He just went in from down there, taking that Lord, and with that Lord, it's just a level 1 Lord, but yet it increases the gap of the gold once again.
Okay, once again, Lord now making its way down the mid. See you soon. Should be able to relatively defend against this. They are going to lose these shields here, but you can see both on the bottom and the top, ONIC making their moves. They want to get to knocking on the base of See You Soon. It is only that first Lord.
Oh, conceal.
Right now, still, things kind of settling into place. ONIC has garnered themselves once again a big lead against See You Soon currently. So with that, See You Soon, what do they want to watch out for? The initiations from Keyboy. Yes, he doesn't have the flicker right now. Boots is going to have it here shortly, but right now it'll just kind of go back to a settled time. You're 2 minutes, nearly 2 minutes away from this Lord.
True. And unlike ONIC, actually, if it comes to defense, Team Season cannot pull off a solid defense. Yes, you have the crossbow of Tang, but bear here with me. If you look at Team ONIC, they have area crowd control. They also have the area clearance when it comes to CW. And not just that, Kyrie can take someone in a blink of an eye. Team CSU need a lot of setting up until they get a kill, and also they need a lot of, I would say, sneaky moves with the Iron Hook to take someone out of the formation of Team ONIC, which so far they haven't broken formation.
The Iron Hooks are always going to be a big game changer here, and I think at least for the side of See You Soon, right? We're hoping that the Final Slash is going to be able to kind of break them apart, especially if Keyboy finds the initial Divine Judgment, right? We've seen it 2 times already that both Keyboy as well as CW in combination with each other generally are able to secure 1 kill almost guaranteed. Oh,
Ouch.
hold on. Final Slash on towards Boots' side. Penalty zone only clips 1 so far. Crossbow tag is activatable, and now the Bloody Hunt is going to get onto Keyboy as the Final Slash stolen away from Sands is enough. They dodge away on the Iron Hook. Very nice, good adjustment for the side of ONIC.
So they got the Heart Guard out, they got the Bloody Hunt, the Final Slash from See You Soon. It's still 30 seconds away from the Lord here, so most of those should be back up, and they'll be ready to fight for it. But still, you know, with that, you see both teams still kind of pushing and pulling against each other, even at this point in the game. Yes, it's only 12 minutes in, but with the lead that ONIC has, CSU has to approach these fights in a very careful manner, right? They need to be able to pull something off, and right now it just hasn't happened. Whether that's going to be the hook as they approach this Lord, or it's going to be Felix finding his own setup. You already saw earlier, too, how fast Kyrie alone can take someone down, right? This Nolan is strong. It is deadly right now. And that's not even the rest of the team, right? That's just Kyrie alone. So is it possibly better here that See You Soon just gives this up?
For me, this is just the Assassin's Master Kyrie kind of thing. He can go in and hit you with this reflexes, but looking at the Blade of Hypnosis that just came through for CW and knowing that he's holding his shotgun, I might just see one of those M3 moments.
Iron Hook and into the penalty zone. Actually try and get the early cancel out. Sounds managing with the Winter trying to get back out of there. They find the kill into Sorry and Phoenix. And now the Divine Judgment instantly a double for CW, finding another combination. It's going to be Kusei who's going to try to make something happen with the help of the Heart Guard. Nah, he's not going to take it. He doesn't want to take it to the skies just yet. It's just too much to handle, especially when he's 3 levels down on some of the members of ONIC. With the Lord pushing, this could be it as it cracks open the first inhibitor in through that mid lane. Second one collapsing from that bottom side. This is an endgame scenario, and ONIC are just dancing around them, waiting for the opportunity to present itself. Next wave has spawned, and finally, they back away.
Okay, they're going to clear it out here. They hold on a little bit longer, but See You Soon, they are going to have nearly a fully exposed base here.
Yeah, having the Enhanced Lord also being outnumbered was kind of... And imagine me, as LaFell said, imagine me. Let's say that ONIC goes in, they would have just finished it, but they want to take it a safer route.
Here we go. Once again, the final slash penalty zone, landing onto the 4 members in towards that back line. He's getting peeled off in final slash as well. Crossbow of Tank is already out with a hard guard from Kusei. They back up. I'm sorry, Felix jumps in on towards that side, flickering for his life. Vengeance as well, but CW peels them off time and time again. Renaissance must not be disrespected.
Oh, even with that, again, the base fully exposed. It looks very similar to the previous game, almost 11,000 down here for See You Soon. But if things fall into place somehow, some way, they might be able to crawl back into this game.
I really loved when Kyrie just dodged that iron hook. He did land an iron hook upon him, but he managed to find his way out and find his way through. 12.5k for the Beatrix, having almost 3k ahead. And when it comes to farm, 2 items down, 2 items behind for the 1-1. Yet Kusei is dealing a really good amount of damage. He can take someone out, but the problem is for Kusei is whenever he finds a crossbow of Tang opening, he only finds it on the front laners who are so tanky, and that's in the case to Boots, or I wouldn't say Keyboy, because when Keyboy sees Kusei, he's down for sure. But Boots is the only person that can be triggered upon the crossbow of Tang.
This is one of the few, well, traditional EXP lane experiences, right? This is what I'm used to. Boots is kind of left on his own.
Yeah.
He gets attacked all the time, and he's just like, good guy Boots, of course. You just got to take it. And he says, yes, yes, daddy, please.
Take it like a good boy.
He's got the body of Smith for a reason, right?
Yeah.
That's the Riz for you. So, you know, right now, that's kind of what he's got to do. He's got to just be the target for them. But, you know, with this kind of lead, it's very similar. Like I always say, when you have a gap this far behind, it's increasingly difficult for you soon to find favorable, you know, wins in some of these team fights and whatnot. But still, if there's an overstep from ONIC, they might be able to find it. If you land the hook on the right target that is, you know, given the situation, that could turn the tide of these fights. But, you know, really, who do you find? If Boxy is checking these things for himself, trying to find the right target, and if you don't land it, then you're down that iron hook, and all you have is the Flicker and Bloody Hunt combination. So you can see this. It's very difficult for them to even get range of this Lord. It's better they just give it up and get ready for a defense in the base.
Yeah. Even though there was no vision whatsoever on Boxy, the King, and Team See You Soon on that top side, yet See You Soon went back. I believe that at some point he could have took Kyrie out and went for an engage, even though they are behind in gold, but yet they had the opportunity, they had the window. Will they regret it? This is the question, or that's the question for the upcoming seconds. The Enhanced Lord, second Enhanced Lord is marching from the mid lane, and Team See You Soon are not looking good.
Yep, this is going to be a difficult high ground defense with their type of draft, right? Conceal being played. Keyboy's looking for an opportunity, finds the R-Light and instantly getting chunked down to 50%. Final slash being sold by Solid, but now with the penalty zone, they're trying to look for an opportunity. Boxy flickers forward to get onto CW, allowing Felix to make a play. Kyrie, he's low, he's got to get out of there. He's got the immortality, but it's just not worth it. Sorry, I'm Felix finding the vengeance, and at the end of the day, Kusei was able to free him with the help of the heart guard. They're going to make a second attempt here. Sans trying his best. Wasn't able to get the Terrified just yet, but Kyrie, he's a little low. He doesn't want to commit all the way, especially losing all his buff. Iron Hawk! Let's connect, Keyboy. Force the flicker out there, and now it's going to be his immortality gone. CW can only watch. Sans can only hover around, and the defense coming up from the side of See You Soon is clean. They make it for another minute or so for the next Lord to spawn.
Gotta give it up for See You Soon, staying in the game 18 minutes in, despite the gap they have. They find something, they find a win in this. And this could be the start of something, turning this in favor of them. Again, as we get further in the game, these death timers are going to be a concern.
Well, I believe there was a miscommunication from the side of Team ONIC. Boots, even though he landed his ult, the penalty zone was upon 4, if not 5, of the members of Team See You Soon. Even though that happened, there was no follow-up. That suits such a really good engagement.
Felix.
Here we go. Penalty zone is on all of them. Sorry, I'm Felix already using the final slash, and Sans going to help ensure it with this final slash of his own. Oh, the Terrified MP, the King, he's getting chunked out. Bloody Hunt already be committed on to good guy Boots, and he can only take so much damage as Keyboy decides to show up. looking for an opportunity to get onto Kusei. Doesn't get the Divine Judgment, instead gets pulled back by the Underhook. Kusei goes into the skies, crossbow of Tang. Winter trying to his best, but now he uses his own Wind of Nature. Kyrie comes back into the fight to finish it up. Clean fight, 3 for 3 down. Kyrie looking for anything. Flickers forward, Sans wants it, decimate. Oh no, it hits the wrong guy. Kyrie doesn't have enough energy to chunk down Boxy the King. Sans, he's gonna hold on to that decimate for just a little longer.
They have enough time here. Still, Felix
Do
going to be up in
they?
just a second. ONIC, they might just make their way for the resources in the Lord.
They're going to make their way over there, but not after the purple buff as assassin junglers, such as Nolan would like to say himself. But this is dangerous, right? You can see that finally CU soon have scaled to a point where it's a pretty even fight as long as they minimize the overall damage from Keyboy.
Yeah, this is one of the games so far that had so many kills, so many team fights, but look at Boxy the King.
Oh, once again, nicely play coming in from Felix as well as Boxy the King. They're trying to save Sans. He loses his Winter Truncheon and Immortality. He's out of there. And now they're going to be able to secure this Lord, but unfortunately, Keyboy gets jointed backwards. Not enough damage to commit to this as they have to stick around their base and clear up these waves.
Suffocating by the amount of minions coming in through the base. Team Seasoon cannot commit to that Lord, cannot go and engage, even though they have the suppression hero, even though they have Kosei with the hard guard upon him. Even with all that said, Team ONIC are now in control. The Sky Kings are looking for a hunt.
Man, time and time again so far for this game, Seasoon has somehow defended despite being so far behind. Are they able to do it again here? They have to make quick work of this Lord.
It's 20 minutes, a 20-minute Lord here. It's tough. Boxy the King going to be looking forward, getting on top of Nolan straight away. Final slash coming in from the side. It's Kusei goes into the air with the crossbow. Tag finds one. Is able to bring Kyrie's immortality, but the base is getting chunked out. The body's distracted. He attacked it, and it's GG. Well played as the crystal cracks under the ONIC pressure.
And the Sky Kings will sweep the series decisively there and securing, again, a top seed going into the knockout stage.
Buying some time, that's all what it